What if I told you that what you're looking at right now, this stunning, modern two-story home with a wraparound balcony, designer interiors, and those beautiful relaxing chairs, was built from steel boxes that once crossed the ocean carrying cargo? Most people walk past shipping containers every single day and see junk. But the smartest builders in 2026 are looking at these same containers and seeing something completely different. They're seeing home. Today, we're giving you a full, no-holds-barred tour of this gorgeous modern two-story shipping container house. We're talking design, layout, the balcony setup, real costs, construction secrets, everything. Before we dive in, if you're new here and you love unique home designs, modern architecture, and smart living, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a tour like this one. And listen, stay with us all the way to the end of this video, because we're revealing the exact cost breakdown of a build like this, plus 3 design mistakes most people make on two-story container builds that end up costing them thousands. You do not want to miss that. Alright, let's start outside, because the first impression of this home is everything. What you're looking at is a two-story container home built using 4 40-foot high-cube shipping containers. 2 on the ground floor, 2 stacked directly above. But here's what makes this design special. The upper containers are set back slightly, creating that natural overhang. That overhang? That's not just for aesthetics. It shades the ground floor windows and creates a covered outdoor zone below, which is perfect for warmer climates. This technique, slightly shifting the upper containers forward or backward, is one of the hottest trends in container architecture right now, in 2026. It gives the home a sculptural quality that honestly looks like something out of an architecture magazine. The exterior finish is a combination of dark steel cladding on the lower level and warm timber composite panels on the upper level. The contrast is intentional. Industrial meets organic. It's bold, but it's warm. And it works. Look at those floor-to-ceiling sliding glass doors on the ground level. Each one is 10 feet wide. When they're open, the living room literally becomes part of the landscape. Now, look up. Those large windows on the second floor? Strategically placed on the south-facing wall to maximize natural winter light while keeping the interior cool in summer. Smart design, not luck. And of course, the balcony. Let's talk about that balcony. Here we are. And let me tell you, if you design a two-story container home and you don't put something like this up here, you are absolutely leaving the best part on the table. This upper balcony is approximately 200 square feet, created by the setback of the second-floor containers from the first-floor footprint. That's free usable outdoor space that cost almost nothing extra in materials because the structural work was already done in the stacking design. Those chairs, low, wide, with plush all-weather cushions, are positioned at exactly the right angle. You sit here, and you have a complete panoramic view. The designers kept the railing glass-paneled, not solid, so whether you're standing or sitting, the view is completely unobstructed. You don't have to stand up to see the horizon. Your morning coffee, your sunset wine, your evening read, all happen right here. The flooring on this balcony is composite decking. It looks like natural wood, but it handles rain, heat, and UV without warping or fading. Zero maintenance. Very 2026 thinking. I've been on a lot of balconies, but something about a container home balcony hits different. Maybe it's the fact that this steel structure that's holding you up once survived ocean storms. Maybe it's knowing you built something extraordinary from something industrial. Either way, this right here, this is the reward. Now let's go inside. Okay, this is the moment a lot of people are surprised. Because when people hear shipping container home, they imagine cramped, dark, industrial. What they do not imagine is this. The ground floor of this home spans the full footprint of those 2 40-foot containers placed side by side. Interior designers removed the shared wall between the containers and reinforced the gap with structural steel I-beams, creating an open great room that is over 20 feet wide and 40 feet long. To your left, as you enter, the living area. A sunken seating zone with a modular sofa, a concrete coffee table, and a feature wall with reclaimed wood paneling. The ceiling height here is 9 feet, possible because they used high-cube containers, which give you that extra foot of headroom compared to standard containers. Moving through the kitchen and dining zone. This is a full-size, professional-grade kitchen. Waterfall island countertop in white quartz, matte black cabinetry, a statement pendant light above the dining table. Nothing compromised, nothing miniaturized. The flooring throughout the ground level is polished concrete with underfloor heating. It looks stunning, feels warm underfoot, and it's one of the most practical choices for a steel structure, because concrete helps offset the thermal conductivity of the metal walls. Down here, you have a ground floor powder room, a utility/laundry nook, and a home office nook, carved out of one corner without walls, just a partial partition and smart lighting. The whole ground floor is about 640 square feet of living space. In a traditional home, that would feel small. In here, thanks to the open plan and the glass, it feels like a loft apartment in the best city in the world. The upper floor is where the privacy lives, and this is where the two-story layout really justifies itself. Up here, you have a master bedroom suite that runs the full width of one container, roughly 8 feet wide by 40 feet long before interior partitioning. The bedroom itself occupies the front 2/3 with a king-size bed, built-in wardrobe, and a reading nook beside the full-width window that looks directly out onto the balcony and beyond. The ensuite bathroom is at the rear, walk-in shower, double vanity, skylight above. Natural light flood the bathroom that has no exterior window facing the street. Smart. The second container on this level houses a guest bedroom and a multi-use flex room, currently set up as a yoga and meditation space, but could easily become a child's room, second office, or studio. These containers keep your layout incredibly flexible. And here's something I want you to notice. From this upper level, the relationship with the balcony is seamless. The sliding door opens and the chairs are right there. It doesn't feel like going outside. It feels like extending your bedroom into the open air. That spatial connection between interior and the balcony is one of the most powerful things about this design. All right, let's get real, because this is the part you've been waiting for. How much does a home like this actually cost in 2026? Here's what the data tells us, and I'm giving you honest numbers, not fantasy numbers. The containers. 4 40-foot high-cube shipping containers. Used containers in good condition are running $3,000 to $8,000 each right now. New containers cost up to $10,000 each. For this build, let's say used, that's roughly $16,000 to $28,000 just for the steel boxes. Foundation. You cannot just plunk a container on dirt. A proper concrete slab foundation for a 2-story build like this runs $10,000 to $20,000, depending on your terrain and local labor rates. Non-negotiable. Structural engineering and modifications. Here's a cost people forget. When you stack containers, offset them, cut openings for those big glass doors, and remove interior walls, you need a structural engineer, and you need serious steel reinforcement. Budget $15,000 to $30,000 for modifications, welding, and engineering sign-off. Insulation. Steel conducts heat and cold. Without proper insulation, this house becomes an oven in summer and an icebox in winter. The standard in 2026 is closed-cell spray foam at a minimum R20 to R30 rating, depending on your climate zone. Expect to pay $8,000 to $15,000 for the insulation alone on a build this size. Interior fit-out, electrical, plumbing, flooring, kitchen, bathrooms. This is where your budget either stays controlled or blows out. For the level of finish you see in this home, polished concrete floors, quality kitchen, 2 full bathrooms, underfloor heating, smart lighting, you're looking at $60,000 to $100,000. Windows, doors, balcony, and exterior cladding. Those 10-foot sliding glass doors don't come cheap. Add in the exterior cladding, balcony decking, glass railings, and a spiral staircase. Budget another $25,000 to $40,000. Permits and miscellaneous. Building permits for new construction typically run $500 to $2,000. Add site prep, land surveys, waste disposal, and miscellaneous costs. Call it $5,000 to $10,000. So what's the grand total for a home like this in 2026? Being honest with you, $150,000 to $250,000 for a well-built, high-quality 2-story container home of this standard. If you go luxury finishes, add solar, or are in a high-cost area, it can push toward $300,000 to $350,000. Now compare that to the national average cost to build a traditional home, which sits at $350,000 to $800,000 in 2026. Even at the high end, you're still saving significantly, and you're getting something that is architecturally unique, structurally strong, and deeply personal. At $150 to $350 per square foot, container homes remain one of the most compelling value propositions in modern housing. And they can be built in as little as 90 days, compared to 12 months or more for a traditional build. Now, I promised you 3 mistakes people make on 2-story container builds. Here they are, and pay attention, because each one can cost you thousands. Mistake number 1, underestimating insulation. People see the container price and think they're saving money, then they cheap out on insulation. Bad idea. Steel is a thermal conductor. Without our 20 to R 30 insulation, specifically closed-cell spray foam, your energy bills will be brutal, your interiors will be uncomfortable, and you'll spend more fixing it later than doing it right the first time. In 2026, proper insulation is non-negotiable. Mistake number 2, not hiring a structural engineer before cutting. The moment you cut a hole in a shipping container, for a window, a door, or to merge 2 containers, you weaken the structural integrity of that steel box. Every single opening needs steel reinforcement. Every connection point between stacked containers needs to be welded properly. I have seen builds where this was done casually, and the results were catastrophic. Hire a structural engineer. Get it done right. Mistake number 3, ignoring local zoning before you buy land. This one breaks hearts. People fall in love with a plot of land, buy it, plan their dream container home, and then discover that local zoning laws don't permit it. Container homes are still relatively new, and many municipalities have minimum square footage requirements or simply haven't updated their building codes to accommodate them yet. Always verify zoning and building codes with your local authority before you purchase land or commit to a design. Here's the bigger picture, and I genuinely believe this. In 2026, we're watching housing costs continue to rise globally. Traditional construction is getting slower and more expensive, and the environment is telling us, loudly, that we need to build smarter and waste less. Shipping container homes tick every one of those boxes. They reuse industrial steel that would otherwise sit idle or be scrapped. They go up in a fraction of the time. They're structurally rated to withstand earthquakes, hurricanes, and decades of weather. And when designed well, as you've seen today, they are genuinely, undeniably beautiful. The McMansion era is fading. What's rising in its place is intentional design. Spaces that are efficient, purposeful, and personal. And nothing represents that shift better than a 2-story container home with 2 relaxing chairs on the balcony and a view that reminds you, every single morning, that you built something extraordinary. That is our full tour of this modern 2-story shipping container home. Design, costs, secrets, and everything in between. If this video gave you ideas, inspired you, or just made you look at a shipping container a little differently, give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps this channel, and it tells us to keep making content like this. Subscribe if you haven't already. We drop new home tours, design deep dives, and build guides every week. Drop a comment below. I want to know, would you live in a container home? And if you already have plans or are building one, tell us about it. I read every single comment. Until next time, build bold, live beautifully, and remember, home is not what it's made of. It's what you make of it.